Got any marshmallows?
Be a lot of grilled chicken.
Be chicken nuggets.
Might be get real lucky right here.
Okay. What you got?
Hoping this wire nuts are These wire nuts are gone. These wires are real close, and then look at that wire nut. That's it. And that right there was down in the. I'm hoping that was just going to ground.
You want to explain to our viewer what's going on?
Yeah, this doesn't work.
Well,
The well doesn't work. So, never had an issue with this well. I've been here since 2007. That'd be 16 years. And it's never given me an issue. What's happening now is we'll cut the breaker on. You actually came down here and listened when I cut a breaker on, didn't hear anything running at all. But the breaker doesn't trip immediately. The breaker will hold for like 30 seconds and then trip. Which kind of in my mind tells me either the pump at the bottom of the well is locked up and then it builds up amperage and then kicks the breaker out, or have a short in these wires. But what I just found is these hot wires right here that look like they're melted together do not have wire nuts on them. And this one that does have a wire nut, well, you see what kind of shape it's in. Can you see that? These don't have wire nuts, and I have checked this power before, so we'll see.
what is that?
I don't even know. We're going to have to dig this out to see exactly where. It's probably in the middle of an ant bed.
It's a lot of wires.
There's a lot of wires in it. It's just a lot of nonsense is what it is.
Well,
What I'm thinking to do in my mind is we're going to see what kind of situation we got going on with all these wires right here. And then I'm going to unhook them going to my power source. And I'm going to cut my power on and see if we trip the breaker. If it doesn't trip, then I know we got a problem from here down. So then we'll check all of our connections and all that stuff, hook it back up, trips again, then we'll pull the well. Sound good?
the last part doesn't.
Does it? You know, I haven't pulled a well since I was young helping my dad. We used to have to pull that well, I don't think it was once a year, but we'd probably pull it every other year. My uncle says this one, like I said, I've never pulled it. I hope it, yeah, it looks like it's rolled plastic, but I don't see a cable. Maybe it's up under that lid. He says this one's like 120, 130 feet deep. I'm pretty sure that one at my dad's is like 350. It's a beast. So here we go.
One would only wish.
Where are all these wires coming from?
That's what I was wondering.
We'll show you guys in a little bit, but this well, all we use it for, it fills a swimming pool up beside my chicken houses, and we fill water tanks and we wash fans with it. We don't send it to the chicken houses. We could if we needed to.
What he's trying to say is we have county water.
Yeah, but a lot of people have county water and still use well water, but we don't. The reason that we don't, this is pretty good water. It doesn't really have any iron, it's clear, but there's just not a lot of it. It's like, I think this well will pump like 12 gallons a minute, which is why I put that swimming pool in, is to get reservoir built up. How is it holding that camera?
I did a majority of the digging to start
You didn't do
with.
the majority. So what we're doing is, I'm just gonna cut that. We're just gonna unhook here. This wire goes down to the well pump. Gonna unhook the hot legs there and go cut the breaker on and see if it trips the breaker. And that should isolate from the power source to here. If it doesn't trip, then we know our problem is from there to 120 feet in the ground. Which, honestly, I hope it trips, because I hope it doesn't trip, because if it does trip, basically got to put a new wire from here to the building, which is probably 500 feet from here, 600.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun if you had to put a wire in.
Oh, I wouldn't count on your help anyway.
Good.
But
Wait for a smart comment.
I bet we'd have some good footage of it. Hello.
Try it now.
All right. 240 on the dot. You want me to lick it?
Yeah, give it a good leg.
Got it.
Well, I guess you better get to pulling.
All right, cut the breaker off. Let's go. We got stuff to do. Go get a chain. Hurry up. Rope.
I won't be yelled at again.
Can I get you anything? Drink a little bit of that right there and see what it tastes like. Isn't that amazing? That's water the good Lord gave us right there.
Yep. Didn't he give us all water though?
He did.
Okay. So this well is sending water up this hill past those trees. It levels out and goes to Eric's chicken houses, but we're guessing that there was still water all in that line, so that's what you see flowing out right now.
I'd hate for you to get wet.
It's still good right now.
It's about to feel something. Ooh, that's got some iron in it right
A
there.
little dirty. This here is our setup. It looks like a jumbled mess, but I'll kind of go over what it is. We also have that little piece there, but so basically the well we're working on comes in right here and dumps in this pool. It hasn't been maintained because the well hadn't been working for a little bit. We have, so over here, there's a float that controls the pool level. So when this drops down, it engages the well to run. Because you don't want it to just drop down and the well run until it fills up, this box here, there's a timer. So I think this well is set to run for 1 minute and then off for 4. This is a 5-minute timer, I believe. That's how we fill the water up. So the point of that timer there is to keep this well pump from just running continuously for 45 minutes or an hour, however long it takes to fill up the pool, burning it up. What's all this other stuff? Glad you asked. So this one here comes up through here into our pump, comes over into our sand filter. The water is filtered, comes up here. We can either go directly back to the pool. This contraption here goes underground. That's where we fill up our water tanks. We can back our tank up under here with the tractor, sprayers, all that kind of stuff. If we're feeding or if we're watering cows, we can fill up our water tank with that. So basically you turn the valve, it sends water that way. Or, like the water's doing now, goes up and over into this tank. So this tank has a well pump in the bottom of it, and it will feed the chickens. The water is dumping in the top of it now. This is our overflow back into the pool, so the water is constantly circulating. The well pump in here goes back into the building in Eric's chicken houses here, bladder tank, but that well pump basically kicks on and off and we'll send water to the chicken houses if needed. Basically, we have a swimming pool as a massive holding tank.
So we got 4 bolts on the head, and we're instructed by my dad that there's a rubber gasket in between there, and as you tighten these down, it expands the gasket to make this stay where it is. So these aren't but about 74 years old, and it used to be a 3/4, now it's a 9/16. We're gonna try to back these things off. Ben has got an impact, and that probably isn't gonna work, but we'll see.
They're almost older than you twice.
Close. I'm glad somebody can do math. You took a while on that.
You were rambling, so. Oh, yeah.
You had to go down 3 sizes, and this one became metric a decade ago. Oh boy, that sounded delicious. Hey, it loosened it up, didn't it? That pipe went turn a while ago. You can get 3 out of 4 turn. It may. Let me see if this thing will pull.
Did that thing turn, or did I just?
No, I didn't do anything here. I saw the socket turning, I think.
I wonder if it just spun on it.
Oh, it's turning, isn't it?
And none of those are really getting any. I thought that they would like have a little play to them.
Got that one off.
It's one way to handle it. Except now you just may never have anything to loosen.
My daddy always said you wouldn't tear anything up sitting on the couch.
Maybe the remote.
But y'all stay on the couch and keep watching. So, up right there, picking it up 120 feet. You see that? One-handed. You get a chain?
No, I told you I brought a strap. 6 times I told you I brought a strap.
I wasn't listening to you.
6 times.
The seat's wet. Not now.
Oh me.
Where's the strap?
You're so dramatic. All right, pick up. All right, I just let it hold right there.
I just let it hold right there.
You're gonna let it hold right there?
Right there.
Right there?
You bring that pulley
What's the point of a pulley?
to pull it out. I live with water. Oh,
Half lemon, half water.
3/4 lemon. I love lemon water.
Get deep on that stuff, don't you? Loosening up.
Yeah.
Check him out.
There she is, Ben. Y'all see rubber and then metal.
Yeah.
It's like I thought it was.
I think it may be 78 years old.
I think we may just leave it where like it. You think it's 78?
Maybe.
Well, I wish we had the stuff to pull it on out. Sure would be nice. Oh man, maybe make sure this thing ain't shorted out right there. That'd be nice. Looks like the day it was put in, Ben.
Straight up? Yeah.
Hey, go start doing I'll tell you when I need a break. Break. Tell me when. We swap.
Is that our cable?
Yep.
Well,
Running.
the end?
Yeah. When it starts running, that vibration keeps
Gotcha.
it from beating against the pipe.
Well, it wasn't too bad.
No.
That thing's not, I don't think that thing's 100 feet deep, is it?
No, it's 100.
You think it is?
It's at least 100. So this right here, my uncle actually did put a cable in. Right there it is. But
Yep.
that thing had rusted in too. Turn it other way so you can read. You think it's still under warranty?
Probably. They sold it on 3/21/05, so.
Didn't mean when it went to ground.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that I did a majority of the pulling.
Did you pull?
Oh yeah.
We'll let the camera decide. That's hanging on by a thread.
We want to make sure that the wire is still good. We're going to reuse it. Priced a new pump. How much was the pump?
$575.
For 1 horse, 20 gallon per minute.
Yeah.
Cheaper than I thought.
I'm gonna cut right there so we see what was hooked. Going to the parts store. Did you bring your checkbook?
I was just going to charge it to your account.
Oh, thank you. Alright, here we go.
Local Rembrandt hardware store came through for us. They had the pump we needed, the well casing at the top, all of our fittings. We're going to put rope on this one instead of cable.
And all we had to do is give them $800. And by we, I mean I.
Well,
Every time I start working, like it's a drought. Not a drought, but it's dry. Every time we start working with a well, it starts lightning. I actually was struck by lightning one time with my dad working on a well pump. It was lightning way off. We're working on it. Next thing you know, felt like we were holding an electric fence charger. So I'm excited about this.
let's see if we can make it 2 for 2.
You were struck by lightning with me one time.
Yeah, I went with a well.
No. It was with gutters and a
Sawzall.
Sawzall. I'm gonna put a new wellhead piece on here. This piece has served its purpose, but the rubber piece is one piece. So we can't take the new one and put it around this pipe. It has to go over the pipe. So we think the easiest route is just to cut this off here, take this one off, put the new one on, and then put this back down into that pipe is our plan. Probably won't work that way, but that's what the plan is. Ready?
Fire in the hole.
I hope that water line wasn't 2 inches too low, you know what I'm saying?
be in trouble.
Kids, don't try this at home. Go get a heat gun. Don't do this. Let me see if it's working. Yep. What are the chances I burn a hole in it?
I think it'd be alright. You may hold it.
How many people are cringing watching this right now?
17.
It's more than I thought.
Everybody.
Looks almost professional to me, but I'm just saying.
Almost doesn't count except horseshoes and hand grenades. Those look pretty good.
Doesn't look bad, does it?
Nah.
Shoot ya.
You want a little seal glide?
Oh yeah. Seal glide it for me. How old do you think that seal glide is?
About 2 weeks.
Put me a little dab on there. The dab will do it.
You want just like a dollop of Daisy?
Do a dollop of Daisy. What's Daisy?
Isn't it,
Is that soap?
no, it's not yogurt. It's sour cream, isn't it?
I just don't know what this weird. It looks like you're in a scope on here.
I let you use the camera for 3 minutes.
And that's what happens.
And it looks like we're landing aircraft.
How much trouble will I be in if this shows up on the video? Because this whole
Everybody's going to think they're in a flight simulator.
That's what it looks like. If I tilt it like this, it starts screaming at me. It's really weird. It's probably why the battery's not lasting.
Probably.
This is going to need a lot of hands right here, isn't it?
How about you just filming now?
I'd say there's no way you do this by yourself without assistance.
You want to put a bet on it?
0 chance. You were the guy hollering that that's the wrong size, too.
I didn't say it was the wrong size. I've learned to always question things.
You did say it was the wrong size.
Huh?
You did say true or false.
I didn't say it was the wrong size. I said, are we sure that's the right one?
Okay. I'll let you say.
Is it on there?
He's an angry little elf. Do a dollop with Daisy. That may have to be twisted in there.
You may have to put the thing down and push.
You
Not
turn
the
this.
camera, I'm talking about.
Oh. I was like, alright.
Let me, That's how you're supposed to do it.
So bring your blue piece down a little bit. Bad time to realize you put that blue piece on upside down.
That would be a bad time, wouldn't it?
I don't think rubber's the best thing to. Go ahead. Let's see what you got.
It's just doing it cockeyed.
It's just doing a little crooked there. Let me put this camera down and help you there.
I mean, it's going in.
Oh, it is.
Just you do cockeyed and then
Do
bring it
cockeyed
over.
and then straighten it up.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to. I mean, you could possibly.
I tell you, I can get used to this filming thing.
That's my job.
Seal it up there, Captain. You think that's how the manufacturer recommends that you put it on?
Probably.
Our jet's leaving us.
What do you think?
I think you're probably gonna break the plastic.
Think so?
Yeah. Make for good film,
Or bust your tire.
just not for good time.
Kind of stalled out.
Nothing like having to buy a well pump and a tire in the same day.
Better than buying 4 tires.
All right, let me put this down. Help.
Okay, Addies.
Push. So after a quick intermission, the rubber mallet worked. So are we ready to go in the hole? I mean, I don't even know if the pump's gonna make it to the water.
Well, it needs to rain. That's not 100 feet.
To that water? Oh, that's 100.
No.
Have you looked at it?
Yeah.
That's 100.
You don't remember how wet this pipe was when it came out?
Yeah, the last 4 feet.
No. You can put it in there and you can pull it back up and you see.
Yeah, let's check the depth. All right, boy, let me give you a kiss. Because I don't want to see you again for 20 years.
Fire in the hole.
Here we go.
What's gonna be your jug when we have it in there? You did hook that wire up, right? Yeah. Oh.
All right. We need to shove this and that through that and that.
I'll hold this. I keep feeling like you're in a bind over there holding it.
I'm the only one holding it.
Like I'm
Oh my God.
that wouldn't have been good.
No.
Like it's pretty easy to hold this back.
Yeah, because you're not doing anything.
I'm holding it back
You're
though,
not
right?
doing anything.
Right? Right?
You're not doing anything.
No? Okay.
What if I drop that wire?
We got everything put back together and Eric turned the breaker on. What's your prediction?
I give it a 60% that we don't have to do something else.
60% that we don't. Okay. Breaker didn't trip, did it?
I mean, I just cut it on the left, so. I honestly didn't even look and see how much time it had to. It came on. I just
Fair enough.
totally abandoned it. It didn't trip immediately. If I get up there and it's tripped, it's gonna be so awkward.
Yeah.
I hear it. I feel it. Feel water.
She's pumping.
Listen. Water. Kicked off.
Kicked off.
Let's go. It's running now.
Our timer just clicked off. No water coming out. Well, what do you think?
I consider that a victory. Holder. Bottom broke out. Fill me up, Clark.
So the pool has finally filled back up from the well. Everything seems to be running great. Back in business. Eric's about to head out, spray one of our pastures, take care of some weeds, but glad to have the well back in business.
Sure is nice to put water in here that the Lord gave us in the ground instead of what we have to pay the county for. All that trash is gonna work out real good in those nozzles.
clarify, that was in the sprayer. It's not coming from our pool, but this is the first time ever using this washer. It's a new one, and it had been sitting for a while, so.
Oh boy. Is that
doing 500 gallons?
Is that a banana peel?
Thank y'all for watching our video. Be sure and give us a thumbs up.
I got like my marketplace find.
See y'all next time.